Good morning, everybody. Welcome to a beautiful morning with me. A beautiful November morning. I'm heading to go pick my dad up and we are going for a walk, a country riverside walk, and then stopping off at a beautiful country pub, probably just having like a cup of coffee or something. The weather today is absolutely stunning, hence the sunglasses. It's very bright. Typical November day where you've got the low bright sunshine but it's cold and it's said to get colder this week, so I thought while it's not too cold I'm gonna go out with my dad and spend a bit of time. I'm actually taking my dad, he doesn't know where we're going yet, but I'm taking him to a place where he always used to take me walking as a little girl. I don't think he's actually been walking for quite a while. My dad's 75 now and his health isn't brilliant, so I'm hoping that knowing that he's got a pub stop on the way back will be enough to keep him going, because I know that's what keeps me going sometimes on a crisp, fresh country walk. So yeah, I will see you when we get to the dog walk. I used to go up there when I was little and go that way. Red. Guys, so we are back home and I've had a really lovely time with Dad. So now that I'm back home and I'm currently showing you the clean and tidy part of the kitchen, don't want to pan around and show you what I'm currently looking at in front of me, but we're back home. I'm actually putting together a bit of an itinerary, whatever that word is, because Dan and I are planning a trip to Edinburgh. Not sure whether it'll be November or December as yet, but I've never been to Edinburgh. I'm not sure whether Dan has or not before, but why did the dog have to come and drink when I'm vlogging? I am currently start watching videos on YouTube, seeing where other people have been and getting a bit of an idea and a bit of a lay of the land and places that are recommended to like eat or visit, coffee shops, everything like that. Also, on that same note, if any of you guys have been to Edinburgh and have got anything that you would recommend that we do, or places to stay at, or, you know, anything like that, let me know in the comments, because I'm just trying to build up a bit of a, you know, an idea of where to go, because it's difficult when you've never been to a city before to know where's like really good to go, where's, you know, recommended. So anyway, I wanted to get really cozy because watching these videos and people are saying, oh, we've just been and had a really amazing hot chocolate, and it's made me really want a hot chocolate. So we're gonna make hot chocolate, and I've actually just bought some new things for making hot chocolates with, and I wanted to show you because, yeah, it looks... Anyway, let me show you. So I figured out that my favourite way to have a hot chocolate at the moment is with a good old slush of brandy. Never been much of a fan, but oh my god, it's really tickling my pickle at the moment. All these bits for the hot chocolate were recently bought from Tesco's. So I've got these little Christmas marshmallows, and then we've got some little gingerbread men and some little chocolate penguins. I was actually looking in the cupboard for, I've got some sugar-free cherry syrup to make it a bit like a Costa Black Forest hot chocolate, but couldn't find that. But the brandy was right at the front, so we've got a brandy hot chocolate. Morning everybody, it's a couple of days later. I've had the weekend and an extra day's rest, and I've had the chop. Yesterday went to the hairdressers, and can we just talk about like perimenopausal hair, because I don't actually know if it is perimenopause or if it's me lacking in vitamin B12, which, you know, I am on medication to try and resolve, but my hair was literally coming out in thick handfuls every time I brushed my hair or washed my hair. It was just beyond alarming to me how much hair was coming out, and I was just looking at it thinking, like, how have I got anything left stuck on my scalp? So I went to the hairdressers, spoke with her about my concerns. She's dried my hair, got rid of the brassiness, we've gone more ashy to get rid of that redness that I don't like, so I'm glad about that. We're back to like my old sort of colour. I noticed this really bad when I was going back and watching and editing my last video, the pantry organising video. There's clips on there where, I mean, my hair's just down and I'm moving around, so you get like bits of hair caught around the back, bits of hair around the front, but it just looked really scraggly, ratty. It didn't look or feel like me. I've always had really thick, really luscious hair, long dark hair for over 20 years. That has been my signature look. I've not changed it because it's just, I feel it's one of the things that keeps me looking young. If I look like how I looked at school, or, you know, soon after, if I still look the same, I still look the same. If you keep changing hair, you look different. So that was my it's my theory on what keeps me looking young. Just keep looking like you did when you were at school. It was looking really thin on the ends because I'd lost so much, and I've always had layers in, so it naturally got thinner towards the end, and the bits on the ends just looked awful. And I noticed it a lot if I was like going to tie my hair back in either a ponytail, or especially if I was like doing a bun. There was nothing. There was absolutely nothing there, and I was like, it looks crap, it feels crap, what can we do? So I had some images on Pinterest. Who doesn't love Pinterest, can I just say? So I showed them to my hairstylist, and she agreed that it would improve the look of my hair, will make it look thicker, make it look healthier. So this was one of them. And then the second one was this one. I might have shown you this before, I'm not sure. So this is what we've got. But I feel like I need to turn around and show you the back. But not very long ago, my hair was at my bum. Do I need to stand up for this? So it's there, like, that's my bra strap, and it was here on my bum. I have took a lot of hair off. I have literally halved the length of my hair, and it's still long. I get that it's still long. To a lot of people, they still be like, oh my god, I wish I could wear my hair long like that. This, I feel bald. I feel like I might as well have gone in and she got a big razor and went, I feel like I've got nothing left. But I'm not gonna lie, it feels good. Dan was very shocked. He was like, where's your hair gone? Jessie as well, like, oh my god, where's it all gone? But to be fair, she did curl it when at the end of the appointment she sort of put, you know, I use a straightener and you put like big, like, so I think she's tried to give me this sort of wavy look, but obviously when you do that it kind of takes some length off, so I think it probably looks about here when I came home. Dan was shocked. He's like, wow, it's dark, where's your hair gone? I'm like, okay, he's not thrilled, but you know, whatever. I've straightened it today, which I haven't done in ages. I actually had put my straighteners away, so they came out of storage, and I've straightened it just to pull it down again and show the length. I mean, it is still quite long. It's down to my boobies. It's definitely like bra strap lengths, and it's the blunt cut, which apparently is in now. I'm not much of a trend follower. I just sort of do my own thing, but it's, yeah, it's still long. And because I've got rid of all the scraggly ends, the long, I mean rat's tail, I described it as rat's tail, and it was only getting worse. So even if I lose some now, even if I lose more, it shouldn't look as ratty. Anyway, what do we think? Do we think it looks okay? Is it still long? Does it look short? I know. It's taking some adjusting to, because I normally go like this with my arm out here, and I've still got hair in the end of it. And I'm like, where's my hair gone? Anyway, let me know if you like it. And thank you again to everyone who's wished me well in my recent illness with my throat. I am feeling so much better. It's really strange because I've still got white bleb, a big white bleb on my tonsil, but I've finished all my meds and everything, all my antibiotics and stuff, but I don't know if I need to go back to doctors and maybe get another course. I do still feel a little, I actually said last night to Dan, I feel, my throat feels itchy, which is often the beginning of a bad throat, so I don't know, maybe, do I need another course of antibiotics? I'm not too sure. It was bad. It was a severe infection I had. Anyway, so I just wanted to come on and speak about a couple of things. So one of them is books. So I've had people ask me about book recommendations. Now I am probably the worst person to ask about book recommendations. However, in an early autumn vlog when I went up to the library and I got some books out, I still have those books on loan, and I keep going online and re-extending my higher period of these books because I am not an avid book reader. I am working on it, but I struggle. Just literally, it makes me feel so tired and sleepy, and I get a few pages in, if I'm lucky, and I'm like, light off, I've got to go sleep. But that said, out of the two books that I've got from the library, one of them is just up there, which was Tell Me Everything. I did start that. I started it. Seems okay. It felt a bit jumpy, like it was going between, it kept jumping between different people, and I don't know, I was reading it and I'm like, it's not sinking into me yet, and I think I lost interest. So I've tried this one. So this one is Murder of Honeychurch Hall by, who's it by? Hannah Dennison. And I've got to say, I am really enjoying this. This is the first book that I've read in more than 15 years where I'm actually itching to get through it. And I struggle to read on account of my tiredness, and I'm not quite halfway. I don't know if you can see where my little, where I've buck-eared it. Dog-eared it. Buck-eared, what a clown. It's very Downton Abbey. Even with the names, there's a Lady Edith in there, there's a Dowager Countess, there's lords and ladies, and who else is there? There is a, oh, what's the other character called? Who, oh God, I can never remember this name. So if you watch Downton Abbey, you know when Mary and Matthew didn't before they got together, and he got engaged to that other young lady who ended up dying from the Spanish flu. Sorry for the spoiler alert if you've not seen Downton Abbey before. If you've not seen Downton Abbey before, where the hell have you been? What are you playing at? What was her name? But anyway, whatever her name is, there's one of those in this book. So it's not Downton Abbey, but it does give Downton Abbey vibes. I think it's modern day. It's modern day. There's minis in it and all sorts. But do you know, like with the aristocratic type hall and the people and the staff, and I am only like not even halfway through, but it's very descriptive, and the descriptions of the people and the places and what the settings are like, you can almost see it. And I think that's where I struggle with a lot of books. If I don't feel like I get it, if I don't have a vision of it in my mind's eye and I can't really see it and feel the book, if that makes sense, then I think I do lose a bit of interest pretty quick if it doesn't grab me. But this has grabbed me right from the get-go. So yeah, if you're looking for something just a bit light, fun, so far I can recommend this one. But on about books, so I have got a habit of I buy books and I maybe start reading about a chapter's worth and stop, and I move on to another book, or I just stop reading altogether and I just watch YouTube vids and Netflix and scroll Pinterest and Instagram instead. I know it's a bad habit. I'm trying to not be the way I am, but I have a bookshelves up here full of books that I haven't touched, or I may be a chapter or two in, and that's it. And I was out the other day. Where did I go? I can't remember, but I was looking at books. And I'm like, ooh, that looks nice. I definitely do judge a book by its cover. I think if the cover looks cozy, intriguing, sassy, I want to buy the book. And I didn't buy the book because I thought, do you know what, Rach? You have got tons of books already at home that you haven't even touched. I've got books gifted for my birthday that I haven't touched, very autumnal themed. Haven't even started it. And we're going to be in winter soon, so it's going to be out of season to read that book in particular. But while I was on Pinterest the other day, I saw something that resonated so freaking hard with me. I had to come on camera and talk to you about it because I feel like it is very sympathetic to people like me. Is buying books an addiction? But reading books is not. Do you get me? I've got it. When I read this, I was like, oh my god, that is so me. But it's made me relax a bit about it. Anyway, so the post is, think not of the books you've bought as a to be read pile. Instead, think of your bookcase as a wine cellar. You collect books to be read at the right time, the right place, and the right mood. And that gave me permission to still buy books. And I was like, I shouldn't feel guilty for buying books and then not having the energy to read them, or the time to read them, or whatever. Like, it's fine to accumulate books like you do wine in a wine cellar. You don't go and buy a load of wine and then sit and get shit-faced, do you? Well, some people might, but I don't. I don't even have a wine cellar, so that's a boring story. But you get what I'm saying. And I'm like, I almost feel like that gave me permission to keep buying books, and then when the time is right, when I feel right, when my energy's right, or the mood is right, whatever, I have got the books ready to go. And I was like, that is such a freeing feeling, and I hope that me sharing that maybe helps other people if you're also like me and you're not the best at reading books, but it's something that you're working on. So anyway, that said, I've got a feeling this might be quite a long vlog. Please let me know actually how you feel about this. If you like a nice long vlog to watch, like on a Sunday morning, if you're anything like me, sit in bed with a cuppa, and that is like my guilty pleasure. But I love to sit in bed and watch my favourite YouTubers' vlogs on like a weekend with a cuppa in bed and the dogs on me and that kind of a thing. So are you into also the long vlogs, especially this time of year? It's dark, it's cold, it's not like we're outside a lot, we're spending a lot of time indoors now. So is are the long vlogs something that you like and that you're into, or are we sticking to sort of like 15 minutes or less? Please do let me know. Sorry for the pause there, my camera was overheating, so I've had to just let it cool down a bit, which is bizarre because it's absolutely freezing. I've had to put a little fleecy on. I've also just had a delivery and I'm dying to show you. I've actually been waiting for this, so bear with because we're going to have a look at this together. I'm so excited. Yes, 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 yes. La, 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 la. Give you a clue. It's something from the White Company. I hope it is anyway. Okay, it's got all these little... Is it? Doesn't look like it is. Is it? No, it's not. What is this? What's this? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, I'm so embarrassed. I've done what Dan does. I've opened something of Dan's thinking it's mine. What an idiot. Oh my god, I can't believe I've done that. Right, well, in my defence, it's due today between half 8 and half 12. So, I assumed, that's where I went wrong, I assumed. But I am shortly due something from the White Company, and it's probably not going to make it into this video now because it's not here yet. I'm just going to put this away and pretend that that didn't happen. I went driving around the other day with my mum, desperately trying to find some new Christmas tree decorations because this year I am changing the theme. So in years before we've gone for like a neutral woodlandy kind of sage greens, moss green, browns, ambers, look at this tail again, all them kind of colours, and I like it, but I wanted bright and vintage this year, you know, like a 80s 90s Christmas. That's what I'm going for. I think I've told you that before. So first of all, I got these lights. Let me just turn these on and show you. I was after a specific colour and it's on these. It's that pink. Because some have just got like a red, but it's that pink that makes me feel like a kid at Christmas in the 90s. So this is what we're trying to replicate. So we've got the lights. I'll link them below should anyone be interested. They're just from Amazon. Then I also got a 12 pack of battery lights that are the same kind of colours as them because I was thinking I'm going to try and get them to go around the windows. If I can do them around all the windows on the front of the house, great. If not, then I'm thinking like getting little faux Christmas trees like in the window or the kitchen windowsill or something like that, and then I can put them on those. So multiple use for those, so I've got them. Then do you remember as well I showed you when I went to a garden centre and I got the carp wearing the Santa hat for Dan? So we've got that. I haven't even opened these yet to look at. Oh well, these aren't what. Oh yeah. I'm not really going to be able to show you these because they're all wrapped up individually, but we have got little, it's like a little Christmas tree. I'll put a picture on screen for how these are supposed to look, but they're all different, but kind of retro-y, like little gingerbread men. Yeah, very vintagey looking. Then we've also got, it's very chintzy, but you know the foil decorations that you sort of string from the ceiling or the walls? Again, very like 80s, 90s. So they are absolutely getting strung up. Then we bought these. A little bit disappointed because I was hoping these were going to be bigger, but these, I mean, these really do, you know what I mean when you see these, don't you? That is absolutely the vibe I'm going for. But I'm still on the hunt for these, but the bigger version of. I've got two dogs really getting in my way. So these are bigger, like more normal size. So that's a really bright kind of cerise fuchsia pink, and then we've got this one. It's that sort of bright pink colour that I don't think you get on many decorations anymore, but to me these scream like that 80s, 70s, 80s, 90s. You know what I mean? Dan and Jessie, when I'm explaining to them what I'm going for, they're both like, what are you doing that for? Like, why don't we just stick to what we've always had? I'm like, I just really want, like, the joy I felt as a kid seeing them kind of colours at Christmas and that glow of the house was just something else. And that's the point, isn't it? Because in winter it's so dark, and then we have these lights and colours to like bring colour into this dark season. I don't always want muted tones. Like, it's nice every now and then, but I feel like I want my kids to experience that same kind of joy that I had at that age. Granted, I know Bo's technically moved out, but he still comes home. He comes for dinners and he comes and stays sometimes, so he's gonna get to enjoy those as well. And I am, not gonna lie, struggling to get hold of the kind of baubles that I'm after. So if anyone does see any anywhere, tag me, because I'm after some. Sasha likes them. Actually, there's something else I've ordered from Amazon that hasn't come yet, and it's that, I don't know what you call it, it's like that stringy tinsel stuff. Is it lametta or something like that? I've got lametta in my head, I could be wrong, but you just like drape it on when you're done. Yeah, I'm absolutely, it's gonna be a vibe this Christmas. Then we have got a little ceramic, is it? Like a little mince pie. That was £4. And I've got another ceramic here. This was £3.75. Little Christmas pud. And then, last one, can't remember what this one is. Christmas tree, oh, Christmas tree. Na, 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 Christmas tree. That one was £2. That was £2. And it's proper glass. So I'm going to put these away before the dogs jump on them and really upset me. That is hopefully giving you a bit of an inkling as to what my Christmas vibe is going to be this year. And I do hope that when it's done, because I'm going to bring you guys along with me when I go Christmas tree shopping, I'm going to try and do it all by myself, which is probably stupid because I'm probably really going to struggle. But or maybe just me and Dan. We might do it when Jesse's out one day, because I'd love to just him come home and the tree be decorated and him kind of just like walk in and see that cozy vibe rather than seeing it as a process being done. I'd like him to come home and be like, and I don't want him seeing all this pink and be like, oh, that's crap, what are we doing that for? I want him to like, yeah, feel the cozy, vintagey, retro, super cozy Christmas vibes. Enough talking, Rach. I have talked that much, my cup of tea has gone cold. These are needing to go out for a WALK. Can you tell? They are harassing me. It's raining. Do you want to go out? Do you want to go for a walk? Do you want to go for a walk? Should we get wrapped up and go for a walk? Okay, we're going for a walk. But that's it for this week's video, guys. I'm being hounded. I really hope you've enjoyed this video. Hope you're loving the cozy November vibes before we get into the Christmas content. But yeah, do let me know if you like the longer videos or sticking to the short ones. And I can't wait to see you in the next one, guys. See you soon. Love you. Bye.